She-Rag got me. Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal at chance. To convert that early turnover into points. They'll drop to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
A try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. To the air, Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Eluding the pressure right. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Colts hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 138 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, it's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell in.
Touchdown, Colts! Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown. Down on the year, and the Colts have. Allen off the play fake. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he'll be brought. Down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And some room to roam now. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Allen going to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there, and second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Now a give to Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield. But on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Stopped short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Throwing is Allen on third. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have moved out in front, but three touchdowns. first down. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on second down. Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's into the hands of Pascal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Allen again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Yeah. Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Javonte Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown catch in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Colts to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first. First half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, more problems defensively. The face mask adds 15 yards.
And this has really been an undisciplined team. We've seen them make a lot of mistakes similar to this. It's a big reason why they're down so big on the scoreboard.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. He'll get this one to Pittman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Caught on the slant. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there.
Here we go.
Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Allen. That's complete to Davis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. One final try here for Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks.
Allen hit. He lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Here's Minshew. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Colts add on. We'll Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Indianapolis, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
She-Bag got me.
Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Left side, he finds Pierce, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Indy. 54 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good. Forcing the quarterback out of the pocket, but it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 23 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Play action now. Winston. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They go play action. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd and 3. The Colts at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focusing. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman. Here on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Second and 5 now. Winston. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw is Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The cup. Strong, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some, 36 yards. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front,
they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Zach Moss, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jameis again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. They go play action here on first down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. In motion, the tight end. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this one is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Jalen Hurts leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, as sharp as you can be throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's got Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Defense.
So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Winston. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
From the 41, Winston. Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run. It's Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe he's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 74 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And Winston lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line...